I get for you? Why, Emily Webb, what have you been crying about?
Well, she just had an awful scare, Mr. Morgan. She almost got run over by that hardware store wagon. Everybody says that Tom Huckins drives like a crazy man.
Oh, well, you take a drink of water, Emily. You look all shook up. I tell you, you gotta look both ways before crossing Main Street these days. It gets worse every year. There you go. What can I get for you?
I'll have a strawberry phosphate. Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
Oh, no, Emily. Have an ice cream soda with me. 2 strawberry ice cream sodas, Mr. Morgan.
2 strawberry ice cream sodas. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There are 125 horses in Grover's Corners. The minute I'm talking to you, state inspector was in here yesterday, and now they're bringing in these automobiles. Ooh, I tell you, best thing to do is to just stay home. But I can remember when a dog could go to sleep in the middle of Main Street and he could sleep there all day and nothing come along to disturb him. There you are. Enjoy them. Yes, what can I do for you, Mrs. Ellis?
They're so expensive.
Oh, no. Don't think of that. We're celebrating our election. And then, do you know what else I'm celebrating?
No.
I'm celebrating because I've got a friend who tells me all the things that ought to be told me.
George, please don't think of that. I don't know why I said it's not true. You're...
No, Emily, you stick to it. I'm glad you spoke to me like you did, but you'll see. I'm going to change so quick, and you bet I'm going to change. And Emily, I want to ask you a favor.
What?
Would you, if I go away to state agriculture school next year, will you write me a letter once in a while?
I certainly will. Certainly will, George. Certainly seems like being away 3 years, you get out of touch with things. Maybe letters from Grover's Corners would be so interesting after a while. Grover's Corners isn't a very important place when you think of all New Hampshire, but I think it's a very nice town.
Well, the day wouldn't come when I wouldn't want to know everything that's happening here. I know that's true, Emily.
Well, I'll try to make my letters interesting.
You know, Emily, whenever I meet a farmer, I ask him if he thinks it's important to go to agriculture school to be a good farmer.
George, I think it's...
Yeah, and you know, some of them even say that it's a waste of time. I mean, you can get all those things anywhere out of the pamphlets that the government sends out, and Uncle Luke's getting old. I mean, he's about ready for me to start in taking over the farm tomorrow if I could.
My.
And like you say, being gone all that time, in other places, and meeting other people. Well, gosh, if something like that can happen, I don't want to go away. I mean, I guess new people aren't any better than old ones. I bet they almost never are. Emily, I feel that you're as good a friend as I've got. I don't need to go and meet people in other towns.
But, George, I mean, maybe it's very important for you to go and learn all about cattle judging and soils and those things. Of course, I don't know.
Emily, I'm going to make up my mind right now. I won't go. And I'll tell Pa about it tonight.
George, I don't see why you've decided right now. It's a whole year away.
No, Emily, I'm glad you spoke to me about that fault in my character. what you said was right, but there was one thing wrong in it, and that's when you said that for a year I wasn't noticing people. And you, for instance. Wait, you say you were watching me when I did everything? I was doing the same about you all the time. Sure, I always thought about you as one of the chief people I thought about. And I always made sure where you were sitting in the bleachers and who you were with. And for 3 days now, I've been trying to walk home with you, but something's always gotten away. I mean, yesterday I was standing against the wall waiting for you, and you walked home with Miss Corcoran.
George, life's awful funny. How could I have known that, right? I thought.
Emily, listen. I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to state agriculture school. I think that once you've found a person who you're very fond of, I mean, who's fond of you too, and likes you enough to be interested in your character, well, I think that's just as important as agriculture school is, and even more so. That's what I think.
Oh, I think it's awfully important too.
Emily,
Yes, George?
if I do improve and make a big change, would you be, I mean, could you be,
I am now. I always have been.
so, I guess this is an important talk we've been having.
Yes. Yes.
Wait just a minute and I'll walk you home.